Well, a lot of growing to do, a lot of learning perhaps, but 5 tests in a row now that they've been defeated in Marcello. It's obviously not a good way to come over here and have an autumn series, is it? It won't leave them with much of a feel-good.
Yeah, no, I agree, but if you look back at where Argentina was 6 months ago, with those defeats against Scotland and Wales at home, and nowadays what you see in the pitch, I'm quite pleased. I think that Argentina are growing, as Matera just said, and of course things to improve, but well, still plenty of time up to the World Cup, and I quite like what they are producing in the field, and well, I'm hoping that they will arrive to that World Cup. Of course, very excited and putting pressure on England and France. It's an exciting pool to watch, but I'm quite pleased with what I've seen during these games of autumn test matches.
They've improved greatly from the summer, and so if they keep that direction of travel, then they come a threat in the World Cup next year.
Should have won today.
Yeah, definitely.
Should have won the game today. Scotland got away with one. Let's be frank, they got away with one. The kicks, just after half-time, it should have been 9 points up. Scotland improved and they got some turnovers. They scored the try, and that was a big difference. They found the gap. Argentina have conceded, and we were just saying Argentina have conceded at that point in the last 2 games.
And it was where they fell away in the Ireland game as well.
Try.
And fair play to Scotland for taking the opportunity as they did.
Yeah, I mean, turnovers last week cost Scotland, but this time it really benefited. Jamie Ritchie got on that ball very well. It was almost too easy for him, wasn't it? There was just no defenders there.
Lack of clear out. One of the only times Argentina did it.
But then you can see here, watch Stuart Hogg here on the left of the screen. He scans there. He's already looking to see where the defence is. Brilliant play. He then calls to Greg Laidlaw. He attacks the space, highlighting the winger, and Maitland's got a run in. Just really cute play for Stuart Hogg to know where the space is, where the defence are, and that was the difference between the 2 teams. 2 very evenly matched teams, and a bit of magic, a bit of just seeing what's in front of you from Stuart Hogg. And that's the difference.
It all became very simple, doesn't it? For a game where there's no tries and there's lots of turnovers, lots of drop ball, you see that space, you get the ball quick, and actually 2 passes, you're in.
Well, those were the celebrations post-match. A bit of relief. I'm sure it's going to be a good evening, Andy. You've had plenty of those at the end of the autumn series, and they will reflect on the last few weeks and get themselves ready, rested for that 6 Nations. But let's just talk a little bit about the opportunities, because it could have been so different. They could have been walking off quite glum, because Nicolas Sanchez, normally so reliable, had 3 big misses today, didn't he?
Yes, well, it shows that he's human. Because, yes, he's brilliant. Off the tee always, you count.
And Buffelli taking the second.
Yes, here it goes wide. Of course, perhaps the conditions play a role, but, well, these kicks, normally Sanchez, you see him making and putting points in the score, but well, today it wasn't, and I think that's the big difference today. And as we just said, is managing the opportunity, Hogg managing the opportunity that the defense was overfolding, looking up, executing brilliantly, and that's the difference today. Yes.
What about the 10-12 axis and that experiment, if you like, to play Finn Russell at 12? Because we saw when he came back to 10, obviously he did get the ball in hand, because I think he had 3 carries today. I
think there was a bit of experimentation about it, and I think it was probably a pass mark, but nothing more than that. Finn Russell is Scotland's number 10, without doubt, and I think that's been proven. And so even when he came back to 10 for the last 15-20 minutes, he brought an element of control and saw out the game. So I think it was right to see Adam Hastings in that regard. Adam Hastings has emerged as a potential standoff, but he's not at that level yet. He's struggling at times today, as we saw at half-time, but Finn Russell, number 1 without doubt. So they'll go back to, they've got Duncan Taylor's injured, Marcello's teammate down at Sarries. He's coming back, hopefully in the new year, probably not the 6 Nations. And then you've got Alex Dunbar came back. I thought Alex Dunbar made a real impact off the bench today. So there's lots of options there, Gabby. I don't think what we saw today was Scotland's number 1 option. It was just something they were trying.
And it was difficult in the match to kind of analyse the breakdown and the effect of Josh Strauss. But what did you make of Scotland's forwards today? I mean, you mentioned obviously 6 changes to the pack, so you were slightly nervy for them.
Yeah, it is. When you change a team almost completely like that, it is something that's difficult to handle, particularly playing a team like Argentina. And I thought Argentina probably had the better of the exchanges today away from the set piece. Strauss did have a good few carries, and that's probably what Scotland really need more than anything is a power forward.